Welcome to my daily practice at Wendy Coad Art. If you find this video interesting or helpful, please consider subscribing to my channel and liking the video. Hi, it's Wendy and welcome to my studio. I am going to step over my paintings here. These are some works that I took down yesterday, and I'm going to try to separate them. I paint them very close together, and that's because if I don't, the paint drips from the top to the bottom, and it glues the paper to the painting surface, and that is not a good thing. So today I'm going to work on the panels that I have on the table, but I'm also, first of all, going to separate these. It's kind of tricky sometimes. Well, this one pulled away pretty easily, but the rest of them are stuck like glue. So, panel number one, I'm actually going to put it right there for you to see. I like that. I should actually put a nice big piece of white paper underneath that. But I have run out of nice big pieces of white paper. So that's one. And it's not terribly hard to take them apart, but there's a certain need for some delicacy because they, the paint acts just like glue. So I have to, I'll show you here. So I have to take an X-Acto knife or take some kind of an instrument. This is a push pin. And I have to score usually on both sides. This, I think, is going to be a little bit easier. But let's see how it is on the other side. Yeah, there's not much going on here, but it still is good to score it, just to interrupt that paint, adhesion. And then, instead of pulling them kind of apart this way, I roll the bottom one, and voila. Of course, they go this way, and so sometimes I just have to see where the paint's dripping. And this way, it's starting to look post-atomic modern. And I like that. Oh, here are the sister pieces to the one that came away quite easily. So I usually use an X-Acto knife, but actually I find I have more control. Oops. She spoke too soon. I find I have more control with the push pin, because whatever sharp instrument you're using, one wrong move and you've done something you don't want to do. So, got to keep it on the straight. You know what? Probably a straight edge would help with this too. Boy, I go years without really thinking things through. And not much on this side. This side, not too much bleed through, but there's a little bit. So I'm just going to affect that as well, but it's mostly on this side. I feel like that paint restorer guy, you know, just these processes that all go into finishing that artwork. But I think I've described it on another tape as well. I feel that all of these, workings have my, have my handprint on. So they're all part of the art process. It's me doing it, my work to complete, to liberate it, as it were. All right, let's see what happens here. It's going good. It's a little tight there. I'll hold one edge down. A tiny bit of a pull. That's the nice thing about paper, is that it, it's not like a woven material, so it can stand a little bit of pull. But not there. Not that much, not there. Okay. Let's do the fold. Oh yeah, okay. That helps to separate and helps me see where the wheat meets the chaff, as it were, as they say in the prairies. Okay, so hold that down. You can see here, this is an area of concern, so I'm just going to score that, hold it down. Oh, that's another area, needs a little bit of help there. It's got too close. There we go. That's done it. And that's done it. So now we have this painting and a little extra there. But now it's gone. And we have this painting. Sweet. I was thinking they were getting a little bit too dull. I don't know what I'm talking about here, because neither of these paintings are particularly, they're very colorful, and I like that. It's like my Caribbean series or something. My Florida series, somewhere nice and warm. And okay, on to the next. Put them on this way. So I have a solution to this dilemma. I don't know, you get funny notions about things. I get funny notions about things. So the reason that I put them together so close together is because of the drips. Well, because I want multiple panels on, the surface that I'm painting on, which is the hollow core doors. And I wrap them in brown paper. So all of these doors are completely sealed in brown paper because I don't know, maybe I want to use them as doors someday. This is how I think sometimes. So, so I covered them, which is good. And then of course they were sticking. The paper was sticking to the white paper I was painting on was sticking to the brown paper that was wrapping the door, each door. So then I put plastic. Yeah, I just don't like to work with plastic. I like paper. I don't like plastic surfaces. But so the solution, the short version of this long story, you may or may not be interested in, is to wrap the whole thing in a plastic, and I can do that pretty easily. Not a big deal. And then they will not stick to the plastic. I mean, done. Not going to be a problem. This is kind of interesting because the paper, I really have to score this. I'm at a bad angle here though. And for some reason, it's got I got some really thick paint. I was using up some of my excess paint. So I can go that far. Score. But here, this is going to be tough. This is very, very thick. It's a big, thick drip with another big, thick drip. So and of course it ran just right exactly where the two edges meet. All right, let's see what this does. Ooh, they are stuck like glue. And sometimes it's just a millimeter, but this is kind of a centimeter or two. Not a big deal, just a deal. So I fold it that way, and then I fold it this way. Not sure how it got so thick. All right, let's see what my best efforts here are going to be. Not bad. No, not bad. This is the tricky part right here. Yep. So I'm going to come from either side. Yes. All right, that worked. Whew. That was a close call. And here we have it. Yeah. One down and two to go. Well, one more to go. Let's see how this looks. Good here. It's a little stuck along here. And then here, I'm not really seeing the drip, so it might just be superficial. Oh, except here. This one is pretty sealed. Let's see what's on the other side. It didn't look like there was much, but now I see it. Wow, this is quite a lot here. Yeah, that was going to be hard one. All right, well, that's scored. Let's just see. Oh, nice. And fold. Yeah, that just kind of gives it an idea of where things are going, in case it didn't know. Give the paper a chance to surrender as opposed to staying firm. Surrender paper. A little orange spot there. Could be trouble. All right, let's see. I mean, there's no way I'm separating the acrylic. So, you know, some remains on one side and some remains on the other side. It just has to get a little tear there. Tiny little bit. And right here, this is a line right here. This is going to be an area that is also a little difficult. Yeah, this spot right here. I don't know if you can see it. Okay. That's doing it. You think after all the times I've done this that I'd really have a system down, but I don't, you know, each one is kind of different, and each one is approached in the moment with whatever tools are at hand. So fold that, just remind it of the way it is going. And then use a little persuasion here. Not so easy. Pin. Just one little stretch here. I don't think I'm cutting, you know, through the acrylic. Let's see, the last time I did little holes along the edge, you know, just to kind of pierce the thickness of the paint there. What do we do with that? Seems to be working. Seems to be working. Yay! Look at that. Like separating Siamese twins. Oof. So, but the operation was a success, and here we have it. You know, they look different, separated. There's a familial resemblance, but yeah, they all have their personalities. Okay, one more to go. I sometimes keep these in a kind of a trio, or you know, I number them in a way that I can keep track of their connections. A lot to do. Oh yeah, so I got some real big drips here. Save the best for last. One here, very thick drip. And this one here, very thick drip. Here, this one's coming apart pretty good. Nice. I don't know why. I don't know why this is cooperating when most of the others are not, do not, but it doesn't matter the why, as I get the job done here. There we go, precision. I don't think there's anything on the back side, but let's just fold this over and see. I have my little aroma pot in the corner here. I don't know if you can see it. I have cloves and cinnamon bark on a little coffee warmer. You know, those coffee warmers are useless for coffee. They just don't get hot enough. But they are perfect for aromatherapy. And so I use them to keep it's a good enough amount of water is necessary. But you still have to keep an eye on it because it'll dry right out. Cinnamon bark is very nice, though. Actually, kind of smells like Christmas. Cinnamon and cloves. So I've got this one from one side and the other. Let's just do the, oh, there we go. Pull, nice. And we're stuck there. Go back in. And try that again. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, and yes again. Seems to work to do little little releases with this push pin. Oh yeah. Voila. Now, there's almost a little sadness when I'm finished because, you know, I won't see them again for a little while. I have to photograph them. It just depends on my energy and my, you know, my inclination as to what order these things get done, my schedule. Yeah, I really just like to paint. I like to do the rest of the process of care and I mean, I like to do it. It's just that, you know, it's not painting and I'd rather be painting. That's all. I'd rather be painting. That's it. One little fold here. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. That should do it. Should do it. Let's see. You know, I don't worry so much about the back side. The paper's a little thin in one area or another. I mean, that's just what paper does. However, I want to preserve as much of the front side, and mission accomplished. Makes me so happy. All right. Oh, the last ones. Today I'm going to put up more paper, my substitute paper, my paper, not on this side, on the other side. My I got rolls of paper. I have to decide whether I'm going to just paint on a big, a long piece of paper and then separate it, or if I'm going to separate the paper first and then paint. You know, I mean, it's interesting to me either way because something different will happen, and so that's good. So maybe I'll do some of each. There's a solution, and see which one I like. Actually, I'm just thinking. I didn't have a plan or, you know, kind of a vision of painting long, thin paintings, but I don't know, why not? So I'm going to try that actually. The dimensions are going to be a little bit shorter, but so what? It's going to be interesting. Ooh, so here are the last two. Now that I can walk without stepping on my paintings, bring them a little closer this way. Last two. Voila. And I'll put them down here. Yeah, I'm very happy with these. You know, it wasn't that long ago, maybe a few days ago, I wondered if I was ever going to finish this group of paintings. They were all on the other side of the boards. You can see that, there's empty spaces. Um, I like these too, though. It's it's so interesting. Oops, I better settle down here, and so I'm going to get back to work. But I'm going to say goodbye for today, and thank you for coming to my studio. It's been nice to have you here, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next tape. Have a great day. So I'm so happy that you are joining me today, and maybe other days too. I'll take you through my day-to-day as an artist, and I look forward to seeing you on the next tape. Thanks for being here. No battery, no power mode, continue.